Grounded 2's biggest update yet has just hit the public test branch. This is the hairy and scary public test build. And no, it's not what you're thinking. This is the one that includes the spider. So, nothing hairy and scary in that regard. Get your mind out of the gutter, you sick bastard. The hairy and scary update introduces the new park boss, Axel, the build.m interface, the mantis armor set, buggy quality of life features, and a whole host more. Now, we have already covered what is coming in this update for the most part in the Gamescom coverage, which is where the background footage has come from, where we did see new videos of Axel, what he actually does, and some new areas in the game as well. It doesn't say anything about a new Ladybird buggy or anything like that yet that I've seen in the patch notes, so that could be something that is coming at a later date, and this is just sort of half of the actual build itself. And the same goes for the new area that we did see back then as well, but I haven't seen anything in the patch notes about that or the new Ladybird buggy. So maybe those are two things that aren't actually coming to the game yet. But with the new boss coming in, I'd assume there'd be some new area where the boss fight is, because judging by the background footage, that's not something that we've seen in the game so far, or it's just something that I've missed and not got round to yet. Now, the full patch notes for this thing are absolutely insane. They are huge. The boss fight, the new building menus, the Halloween event, there's tons and tons of stuff in this one. Now, bearing in mind, it is a public test branch, so it's probably going to be quite buggy. It already is an early access game, but this has tons and tons of bug fixes in it as well, so hopefully that does make things a little bit better for the current players. So testing it out might be beneficial to you if you are on PC, and it also could be a bit of a problem. So you have to wait and see. But the public test build will be going live for a few weeks whilst they test things out, configure it, and see if they like it and how it's working with the community and their hardware. If it's going well, I'd assume it'll come to the main branch in probably a couple of weeks' time. Not too sure how fast they push things out. Hopefully it's not too long. But this is only the first of several major updates that we're going to see. There's going to be another one, I think, before the year is out, and then another one just after Christmas. So, tons of stuff in the pipeline already for Grounded 2, and the base game is brilliant. We finished it off the other day, did the final boss fight, check that out, that was loads of fun. The spider is a bastard, and it was enjoyable. Now, this new Axel boss fight, I'm assuming we're going to need a tarantula to come with us, so we're going to have to try and bag ourselves one of them to take this guy on. Now, the update is massive. As mentioned, coming in with those bug fixes alone, there is over 200 to 300 bug fixes going into this with localization, audio, the buggies themselves, the UI, and performance and stability. There's a whole load of performance updates, including issues where Grounded weren't launching on Steam Decks and issues on Xbox Series S, which is good. I'm glad that they've fixed a ton of performance issues. I think a performance issue is definitely something that can make or break an early access title. Some of the other little bugs and things like that, you can obviously get around. But as well as the minor things, there's also some major bug fixes. They've estimated they're going to gain around 15% stability with this update. They'll continue to check that throughout early access to continue towards getting their crash rate as low as humanly possible. They've also improved memory leakage and reduced memory crashes, which is great. There's loads of good stuff in there when it comes to bugs, but we are here for new things. What is new to this game? We now have a new summoning recipe available, so we can summon the boss, along with a new mutation, 2 new trinkets, new Axel furniture, so a candle, a throne, and a chest, a stuffed Axel wall mount, new weapons and armor sets that go with Axel the boss. So that is a spear and great bow and arrows alongside his armor set himself. Now, the Build M menu replaces the construction radial, which should make things a little bit easier. I'm not 100% sure on the main building loop of the game. I like building a little bit, but I don't really find it that enjoyable. It's easier with the buggies, I'd say, but the overall grind for some of the building stuff you have to do, especially in main game, is a bit of a pain in the ass. Now, when it comes to the Halloween update, this is in the game files, but it's not actually available yet. It will be only available in October. And this is the trick-or-treatery building that can be bought at the ranger station. New spooky ambiances and candy corn will replace certain resources in the world, which, quite cool. Nice little Halloween event. Love it when games do seasonal stuff. Does make them a little bit more fun and bring stuff back in at various points throughout the year to bring a lot of the community back together to try out challenges and all sorts of cool random bits and bobs. I like the stuff that they were doing on Generation Zero when they did do that back in the day. So yeah, decent little thing just to bring people in that aren't playing it every day as is, and will just come back for something new. Now, for new buildings, we have the wolf spider rug, the grass quarter triangle floor, pine expansion, pine wall B, and various pine building pieces such as the lounger and skull mount, and then a scorpion bed and a scorpion lamp. Now, we know there's already the axle armor that's coming in, as well as the praying mantis armor sets. How good that's going to be, not too sure. I don't know what's going to be the toughest, the axle or the mantis set. Now, for community requested features, these are mainly quality of life things. So things like improvement on orb weaver navigation, the repair button for buggies, the scab now emits a small light at night, and feedback for throw starts as soon as your input is pressed, as well as improvement for feedback on the lean to interactions. The set bonuses informations is now available on the explore pop-up. Hot pouch is now available whilst on your buggy, and it is now permanent in the inventory screen, and an orb weaver now won't receive full damage, which, great, you can throw those things off of anything, that'll be fun. There's loads and loads of other stuff, including weapon tweaks and combat balancing. They haven't done too much of the full combat balancing because they've got tier 3 content coming soon, which will introduce a whole host of new weapons and armor sets, but they've currently mitigated, reduced, and basically balanced all of the armor and weaponry that is in the game, such as the Northern Shedders, Mighty Claws, Mosquito Needle, Wolfsbane Daggers. Trinkets have been adjusted, as well as certain armor pieces. So I suppose we'll have to see how this works out. I'd recommend going out and trying something random like a mantis or a whole bunch of orb weavers before running straight into axle, because the damages and buffs / debuffs that you may have had on any weapon and armor sets may now be completely invalid, and that'll cause a hell of a problem if you go into a massive boss fight. So for today, ladies and gents, we're going to wrap that one up there. Over the next few days, we will have content out going over the actual boss himself, how you can summon him, how you can do all of that cool stuff, and trying to take him on. The final boss fight gave me a bit of a pain in the ass, but we definitely need to go out, collect more stuff like the milk molars, all of that, get all the mutations, get everything maximum, and then smash these guys out. So hopefully soon we'll have some content on that as well. I'm not too sure whether to wait a little bit and see if anything major changes in the test branch before we do any guides, but I'm actually at a pace where I can be ready for a guide for once that'll come out on time. So you never know, things might be going up. But today, thank you for watching. If there is anything else you'd like to know about Grounded or any other survival games, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments down below. If you are interested in RPG titles, we'll be covering loads of cool stuff on the second channel. The link is in the link tree down below. We're covering Starfield and the new Atomfall DLC at the moment. I'm very much excited for the new Black Flag remake though. Hopefully that's coming out at the start of next year. We will be covering that on the second channel when it comes. For now, thanks for watching. I've been Wide, you've been awesome, and we'll see you in the next one.